Google's top New Zealand searches of 2025 have just been revealed, and business owners, I think we have to have a little bit of a chat about them. So the top three in order are: number one, how to make butter; number two, how to invest money in shares; and number three, how to make buttermilk. Now, if you're a business owner, we sincerely hope that you are not contributing to these searches. Well, why? Well, of course, we love the DIY approach in New Zealand of trying to be the everyday hero that can do absolutely every task in the household, in the shed, out the back, in the business, and being the person that can wear every single hat so that you never have to spend any money on anybody else to do the things that they could do better than you, because what a waste of money to do that. Do you see where we're going with this? So, of course, this could be seen as being very resourceful to make your own butter and to learn about doing that, and that is completely fine. But when you are in business, there's a big but. Most of you should be more valuable than the time that you would use to A, learn how to make butter, and to then go away and do it. So by learning to make butter, rather than understanding how you could use your business to increase its profitability to then be able to pay for any increase in the cost of butter, you are chewing up your time, but also you're teaching yourself to think in that scarce way of thinking. This is a very frugal, a very DIY, a very resourceful country. And those are amazing qualities to have, especially in different seasons of your life. But when you are running a business, those are not necessarily the right types of software that you want to be running inside your brain and inside your business. Now, there's a good saying that your business will never outgrow your own personal development. So if you get stuck down the rabbit hole of scarcity and there's not much out there and I could do it all myself, and you don't spend money on that, what a waste of money, then you're going to teach yourself more scarcity and more DIY approach. At some stage in your business, you'll want to understand that you will have to let go of things that you don't really need to be doing. So it might be trying to figure out how to make butter. It might be cleaning the house. It could be doing the admin tasks in your business. It could be the bookkeeping. Whatever those things are that are not worth your time, because you could be spending your time on something more valuable, you have to be able to identify those and slowly teach yourself that as noble as it is and as frugal as you could be and as amazing you could be at doing those things, it's probably not a good use of your time. Unfortunately, many business owners never get to the stage where they learn their own value and what they are really good at. And so then they stay in this path of feeling valuable by saving myself money. The unfortunate thing is that they create an opportunity cost of what they could truly be doing. So in that time invested into cleaning the house or mowing the lawns or doing the admin tasks, the bookkeeping that we hate, doing things that we don't like doing, or making the butter, we're not sending the email, tightening up supplier agreements, following up an old lead, doing financial analysis around goods and services that people really want that are actually selling really well, and we could be selling more of those if we then just took that data and then lent on it to sell to even more people. Do you see where you can get yourself stuck when you stay over on this site? But this is very much the Kiwi attitude. How do I do it myself? Now, that second piece on the list is how do I invest into shares? And we should get the correct wording, but it is how to invest money in shares. Now, of course, maybe you could argue that these people are trying to teach themselves abundance by taking some of their capital and turning it into more. Now, that is all good and well. Of course, it's been a very frothy share market for the last few years. So I think part of that is it's drawing people in to think, well, I want to get on this train. I want to make some money as well. Now, that brings us to a second point. There's a high chance and a likelihood that you can get yourself caught by shiny objects and what other people are doing to make a quick dollar. Now, sometimes those quick dollars eventually go away. So that will stop you again from learning to do the things that you know you really need to do. The outreach, the flyer, the marketing, the calling past customers, the sending the email, the putting up prices, the talking to suppliers about what you could potentially be paying them. These things are going to move the needle in your business and do it really well. So we want to do these things, and then once we have the business doing well, of course, hopefully we have cash flow dropping out of the bottom, and then we can learn about investing. However, when you get to that point, you're probably better, and this is not financial advice, to invest into an exchange traded fund or some form of investment that you understand, you know it gives you a good return, it's within your risk tolerance, and you do it and you automate it, and then you stick back to focusing on your business. You didn't get into business to be Warren Buffett, but capital allocation is very important, and there is also a very big argument that you should be reinvesting the profits back into your business when you have a profitable one that is working well, because you are building an asset when you are building your business as well. So let this be a little fun warning and reminder for you that if you get caught in the Kiwi classic scarcity and DIY type approach, you may be setting yourself up to limit the potential of yourself and therefore your business, because the way you think and act individually will flow over into your business. So when you get business working well, you want to be confident about that and the fact that you can continue to make it happen. You want to build data to show you what has worked well and then lean further into that, rather than get caught up by all the media noise and the outrage and the anger. How dare these people charge us so much for butter? You are more in control of your financial future than a lot of people that are outside of business. The general talk out there in the mainstream doesn't apply to you as much, because you are more in control of adding value to the marketplace and having people pay you to do that. And the better that you can get at that, you can control the margins that you have and the profit, and that is the feedback coming back from the market. So work on that and refine it, and then you won't have to worry about the price of butter, nor whether you can figure out how to make it or not.